What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 27. Moment of silence.
A moment in silence.
Whatever. You know what I mean. The last episode straight up was like freaking super emotional, okay? You can't expect me to sit here and be able to talk, think, do the thing. I'm not very good at my job. But we saw Ed made a portal, okay? Essentially to rip himself up and redo himself is the way he made it sound like. But opened a true portal of truth so that way they could escape Ling, Envy, and Ed. And for a split second, for just a few moments, Ed was within yards of Al. And seeing what Al looks like as a more grown-up child, but like a teenager, you know what I mean?
And how his body is just like
withering
away, like, oh my god.
Skin and bones. But just that moment. And then Ed bursting back through the door like after he was pulled away.
The freaking, like...
Yeah.
Like, you would think he wouldn't have control over that, but he freaking made a way.
Yeah.
Like,
it was amazing. And that was just super emotional. And then Al and Gluttony were about to see the father. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of feels at the end of that episode. Loving this show. It has absolutely become my favorite thing to watch right now, especially because we're out of AOT. We no longer have any of that to watch. Maybe some OVAs. Mm-hmm. But my God, this has really filled that void for me. Yeah. It is amped up to 11.
Yes.
And I'm glad it has. All right, but let's go ahead and jump into it. See what's going down. Hohenheim.
Dream Cop.
Pinocchio.
It's unhealthy to drink alone.
Yeah.
That's so weird that's Pinocchio.
That is weird.
You know Pinocchio is, right?
Grandma, right?
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. Why is she so much age?
So I'm saying he hasn't aged at all.
That just hit me.
That's why I was like, that's
all of that
Pinocchio?
just hit me. Well, because I'm like, oh, that's Grandma. Why is she so young? What's going on there?
Is that him?
Then she knows. Then she knows he doesn't age.
She said that. She said, you haven't aged a day since...
Yeah, but...
How come she got so much shorter?
Oh, I don't know. Times like these, people have to enjoy themselves when they can. Especially in this country.
And no matter how many times it happens, they never learn. The human race is made up of violent, miserable fools.
Even now, we still have skirmishes at the borders of Arago to the south and Kreta to the west. North of us is the huge country, Drachma.
The bodies are piling up all over. The government's gonna have a hard time keeping control at this rate.
Hey, dance with me!
Well, aren't you the ladies' man, Hohenheim?
I don't dance. I'll just sit here and watch you.
But that's no fun. Come dance with me.
Look at this codger. He'll break his hip if he tries dancing with you. There. Why didn't you go dance with those kids? Weren't your two boys around her age when they started planning to bring back their mom?
I'm so confused right now.
Me too. What?
You're their father. Why didn't you say anything to them?
How could she have aged that much in that time? I'm so confused.
Somebody, please, Mom. Mom, please. This isn't what we wanted.
Wow.
I'm really confused by
How fast? How fast? How fast? This is all my fault. Just give it back. He's my little brother. He's all I have left.
It should have been destroyed.
I love that it's just drawing the timeline for us, you know?
Yeah. But I'm very
The main
confused
ingredient
about
for a
the
Philosopher's
grandma.
Stone is the life of a human being.
Because their ages here would make me think it's before he had his kids.
Yeah, but
Because of how young she
how would
is.
she know?
Yeah.
Of their weakness.
And it's cutting off
They
his face
certainly
just
do
like
make a good
father's.
natural resource. Right. It's all they're good for.
Wow.
Fullmetal
That's
Alchemist.
father. Because it's cutting off his face when it showed him.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
I'm so
I don't
confused
get
by
this.
timeline.
I don't
The
get
truth
this.
hidden within the truth.
My brother and I have been lying, stealing, cheating, and killing together for as long as we can remember. And now that we're in these pseudo bodies, we're being treated like humans for the first time.
You could have messed up the entire plan! What would we have done then? Huh?
Oh, sure, right. That's why he'll want to meet me. And I guess he'll find out what that means.
The teacher seems to be a worthy candidate for human sacrifice, too. Trying to decide what you mean by sacrifice.
Are we about
Trying
to
to
find
figure
out?
out why I'm here and what it is exactly you want me to do.
Human sacrifices and the outright genocide of the Ishvalan people. Then this means, how could this even happen? And who could have orchestrated something as terrible as this?
And your hope is that the end result will be the creation of a Philosopher's Stone. Am I wrong?
You've always known about their plans. Why have you kept quiet about it? Tell me, damn it!
Even if I'd spoken up, warned them, it wouldn't have changed anything. They either run away or they roll over. They're so fragile. How can they not break?
I told you. The Philosopher's Stone's my core.
Consider it abhorrent!
I still think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As much as I hate her.
The homunculus. He had another monster hidden inside his belly. He's swallowing up everything in sight.
He is a badass.
Yeah.
As much as I absolutely hate him.
Yeah.
Mother made us.
Humans are defenseless. They don't have an
So
ultimate
who
spear,
is that? Who
nor
is he
an ultimate
related to
shield.
him?
We will never give up!
I appreciate the effort, but you just can't win!
There are plenty of things about this body that are inconvenient, but it's nothing I can't live with. I don't need pity from anyone, least of all from you.
We get a little bit of new
My brother
information with
used
everything
alchemy to
tying it
save my
together.
life.
You know, it's
Yeah.
To regret, I believe in my brother, and I believe in alchemy. I will not lose faith. I want to believe.
cool. It is like a religion, you know?
Stay with me. Don't you die.
I want Scar to kill the Fuhrer.
I won't let you.
I'm useless to you now.
Lanfan, what are you planning? No, don't do it!
The only way we're gonna find out is if we try. It's better than just lying down and accepting it. You really don't care? You're fine with losing Ed and Al and everyone else you know?
Don't kid yourself into thinking you can help any of them. You know that they're going to wind up dead no matter what you do. And then what happens? You act like you have a conscience. But you're just being sentimental. Isn't that right, Hohenheim? You think you can change things? You honestly believe one act of caring will make you human? Humans are nothing but a resource. And if we don't use them, they'll spread like weeds. They will always be weak and frightened creatures.
We will change. Because we can change. I know it. We may be weak, but we just have to be. If not,
then we wouldn't have any reason to grow, to get strong. But
I feel like she was the little girl.
Because we are getting stronger with every step we take.
It looks a lot like the little
I feel
girl.
like she
They'll
was the little
protect the
girl.
ones they love.
I'm sick of watching people die, and I can't just sit back and take it anymore. I won't let anyone else get killed.
Look at me! Now come back! Just you wait!
As we die, we have to fight in order to live. And that's what will make us strong.
Then think about us. All of the days we spent with our family in Risenwald.
So he's just been dreaming, going through like all his memories of these different times. And
Yeah,
I was dreaming.
that makes sense.
Thanks for all the help.
wow. But do we have a new exit or a new outro song now? We got our final playthrough of Let It All Out.
Which was incredibly
epic.
heartbreaking, along with
Epic.
everything that was going on.
Epic. Perfect song.
I need a new Kleenex. Do you have another Kleenex?
Yeah. Who is the dude with Hohenheim? Is it his father?
Well, since it was like a dream, I don't really know. Like, is he like...
Well, he refers to him he refers to Hohenheim as Hohenheim.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't say, like, if I'm talking to myself, I don't see that I would be like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Sometimes if I'm like motivational, like in the mirror, I'll be like, Samantha, you are amazing. You know, like I don't know. And so like if he's like,
it just makes me feel like it's somebody else. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They were wearing different things. I don't know.
And one had glasses, one didn't.
Yeah, and that's another thing is.
And the voice was different.
Yeah.
Like it was similar, but not. You know.
So he was just like. I
don't know. I feel like we got a little bit. It's like the shoes are laced up. Okay, they got pulled, but we haven't gotten them tied yet. You know what I mean? Like they pulled the strings together. They showed us the overall, you know, all of the little bits and pieces that we've seen over the last 27 episodes or 26 episodes prior to this. Mm-hmm. And they kind of gave us this little piecemeal design of how we've been traveling down the greater story arc of what's happening. And I feel like it's just leading us to finally, next episode, we're going to get the big.
I really thought that
juice.
It was just going to be like thrown at us like really obvious, you know, in this one, just the way everything was happening.
Well, it first started messing me up because I'm like, that's Panako, but they're talking about things that would have happened when she was older. Well,
that's why I was like, because whenever she first said her name, I was like, you're like, you know who that is? And I'm like, yeah, it's the grandma. But then I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it hit me, like, the age thing. And then I was like, so he doesn't age. But then he was just thinking back.
Well, that's why I asked you, because I'm like, why is she not, like, as messed up by this as I...
Yeah. But then I was like, at that time, he would be young like the mom was young, if that was the mom, which I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but she even said he hasn't aged a day. When she saw him when she was old.
Yeah, and I know, like, that
and the
has
old pictures
to mean
of him.
something.
Well, we didn't see the face of the old picture of him to actually know if he's aged. So I don't know. But she said he hasn't aged at all. And he doesn't look like older than the memories the kids have of him.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I think it was last episode, I forgot to mention it at the end of the last episode, there was, speaking of like little things mentioned, somebody said something about how like there's a little piece of pride in all of us.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
And so like that kind of made me think like, is that like, it's a weird choice of word considering that pride is one of the sins.
Yeah. Well, and I had talked about potentially the dad being pride, or that Ed is very prideful. You know what I mean? And that would be something that is instilled in him. So if it is a relative of Hohenheim, then that still falls into play that they would be prideful.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Hohenheim is father, but then it also like the whole glasses thing. I feel like it brings me back to like the whole like grandfather thing that you were thinking is like, and he made him in his image, which is prideful to do that. That would make a lot of sense.
But the voice of pride was like
the voice of pride was not Hohenheim.
Yeah. I love this show.
I'm really confused, and I know everybody's probably like, it's not that hard.
I'm not. We gotta be specific, because if you say I'm confused, people think we don't know what's happening in the story at all.
Yeah.
I'm confused by that dream sequence, how things were sequenced, as far as like once we found out it was a dream, it made more sense. Pinocchio wasn't super old. The other thing too is I believe that little girl grew up and was.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that too. But my thing is I kind of want to watch it back and see if we can see Hohenheim, a little Hohenheim in there playing. Because that would be really interesting. Yeah. If there was like a little like Ed Now looking person, that could have been Hohenheim.
I don't know. I love it though. I love the way that they did this episode. But it makes me believe that there's something big that's going to happen in the next episode, that this is like laying out the foundation for us, like here, just in case, because there's something about to happen next episode, let's reevaluate a few things so you're ready. That's what this episode feels like. Yeah. Or at least something coming up very soon.
So whenever the freezing alchemist used the entire city as a circle in episode 1, and they're talking about them using the entire city as a circle now. But the freezing alchemist wasn't trying to do anything other than take out Central. Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, what the difference is there.
What do you mean?
Like was what he was doing, was it gonna take out the entire city?
Or just Central? He just had huge ice walls that looked like they were heading Central. Yeah. I told you, we talked about this, and I said, I think the more that we go, we're going to realize he wasn't a bad guy.
Freezing Alchemist? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think he was.
Because he said that he wanted to kill the Fuhrer, and as soon as we found out the Fuhrer was a bad guy, like, he's not a bad guy anymore.
Yeah, and he wanted to kill him because of what he did in the Ishvalan War, which was terrible things, kill terrible people. Like, I don't think the Freezing Alchemist was bad.
Exactly.
I just feel like everybody was, like, confused. Like, why is he attacking the city?
Because he's attacking
the
government.
Why is he attacking the... Yeah.
That's not normally something you're like, yeah. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, he's attacking us.
Same thing with, like, Scar. They're going to realize that he's not... I mean, I don't know how you can forgive him for killing Winry's parents if you weren't there.
You got to think about it. There's numerous cases of people in situations like that where they're outside of their control. Like it's like temporary insanity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
How is that going to be explaining that and getting forgiveness from Winry and even Ed and Al?
You never know. There could be an emotional scene down the line where he just gives us some exposition and explains to them what happened. Especially because they know, or I don't know that they directly know, because they know about Xerxes. If they knew Ishval was the same thing, then they would potentially understand him. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that would go a long way. Dang.
I'm really like...
Dang damn.
There's so many things to process.
Quote Hot Sam.
There's so much to process.
Quote Hot Sam. All right. Well, I feel like we'll end it there. If we have anything to add, we can just put it in the beginning of the next episode when we watch that. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it because this was awesome. I thought it was really cool. Shout out to our patrons watching the full reaction up on Patreon. Thank y'all for supporting us. It really means a lot. If you want to become a patron as well, link in the description. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. I will have more videos up for you soon. We love you guys. Bye.